Hi everyone, we're here at Dave and Kathy Lord's in Compton, Quebec with Melody Cowan.
And I'm here to show you Dave's new heel weight. I don't know if you can see the sparkle, but this one right here happens to be Hollister Gold. And I just kind of love the understated elegance of it. It's not as heavy. And I have had a heel hook like this since 2006. I bought it at a retreat. I do not know who made it, but it's my favorite because it is extra long. You do not have to put your hand in the cylinder. The hooks aren't bent too much, and this is all you need to make a really good heel. So we're going to demonstrate how I make a heel right now. First of all, I always stop center front, and that is when I engage my heel spring. I use my fingers, but many people start with their heel hook in. So we're going to put it in right here at your marks for the heel. This one could be over a little bit. There we go. And we don't want it too close because too much weight puts too much pull and is hard on your needles. Put our heel hook on. Now, I pull up what I call marker needles. So this is it. 1, 2, count 2 back. You can use your crescent then to pull the rest up. I prefer to use a number crochet hook because that's my favorite tool. Now we're going to go to the right. We're going to pick up 2 needles. Go to the left, pick up 2 needles. Now as we go back and forth, we're only going to be picking up 1 needle at a time. Now you're talking to your friend, the phone rings, your kid wants $1, and you forgot if you've picked your needle up or not. So the way to tell if you've picked your needle up is see which needle this yarn is attached to. See, it's attached to the one that's up. If it's attached to the one that's down, you have forgotten to pick it up. Okay, we're going to continue on now, picking up 1 needle at a time. To our red marks. And at just a moment here. Now, we've ridden up a little bit, so what I will do is just push this forward. Don't pull down, just push it forward.
What are you pushing on, the fork or the weight?
I'm pushing right on the hook.
Okay.
Okay, as we come back this time, here's my red mark, and I'm going to pick up 2 needles. And I'm going to pretend that I just picked up 1. That's 2 needles. I'm going to come back over here, and I'm going to pick up 2 needles. Now, here's my little samples. This is what I do, and this one has just been washed and dried for the first time. This is my personal sock that's about 1 year old. And you see how nice and rounded that is? That is what we're doing by picking up the 2 needles. This one's not quite as rounded, but it hasn't been worn. It hasn't had a foot in to help shape. But you're going to get this nice rounded look, and you're not going to have the points on your toe when you get done. So now we've picked up 2 over here. We have 2 wrapped over here. We're going to start putting needles down on the right hand side. And I'm going to put these 2 down.
So you had 2 up?
So I've picked 2 up, I've put 2 down. I've done something on both sides. This is the only time I'm going to do needles on both sides.
Okay.
I'm also going to take and raise my heel hook up to right about there. So now you've only had to move it 1 time. Here we go. And now we're going to put these 2 down. Making sure you don't shut your latch. And we'll be doing 1 at a time on the opposite side. Now, once again, somebody wanted $1, somebody came to the door, whatever. To tell if you have put your needle down or not, you see how there's no latch on the outside of this stitch? And we have a latch on the outside of this stitch? That's how you know if you put your needle down. And I am just taking and pushing, my heel hook forward as I do this because I'm trying to have my pull be more to the center. I don't want it straight down, I want it going this direction. And as I've said before, on your way back, whenever you're doing a heel, if you make sure your first needle has caught, the rest will follow suit. If the first needle does not catch, the rest will not. Now, we're going to pretend like we have just made a toe instead of a heel. I'm going to come back. I have split my double stitch right here. These are still where they are. And if you look at my sample again, you will see I have none of those dreaded ears. This one does not have any either. What I'm going to do is put all my needles back down, check that my latches are open. I'll release my heel spring, and I'm going to go right to that red mark. So I'll be splitting these two. I'll be cutting my yarn, putting my waste yarn on, and going, I like to do 7 or 8 rows, but I also don't like to unthread my machine, so I'll be starting my next sock after that.
So 7 or 8 rows of waste yarn.
Correct, so that you have enough to turn under when you're kitchenering. It makes it easier.
Okay.
If you then celebrate your sock, you can just run it off and kitchener it. But like I said, you're not gonna have those dreaded ears, dog ears, on the outside of your sock when you've done that. Also, doing the round on your heel gives you a nice rounder look on your heel. And this sock, actually, I do a deeper heel because I have a very high arch. So this sock has a nice deep heel. And this happens to be one I dyed myself and I've been wearing for the last year, and it goes through the washer and dryer all the time, and I just happen to really love this yarn. Thank you for taking the time to join us today.